There was a time when Grow a Garden didn't just feel like a Roblox game, it felt like a comfort zone. You'd log in after a long day, the calm music would start playing, and for a few minutes, everything just slowed down. You'd plant your crops, feed your pets, maybe gift or trade fruits with random players who'd later turn into friends. It was simple, cozy, and fun, the kind of game that didn't need chaos to keep you hooked. But now, every time I open it, that piece feels like it's gone. The same world that once felt alive and welcoming now feels empty, cluttered, and honestly a bit lost. So what happened? How did a game built on calm and community suddenly feel like it's chasing something else? Before we dive deeper into this, please consider subscribing, especially if you still care about this game the way I do. I've spent so many hours exploring every update and every change just to understand what made Grow a Garden special and what's been slowly slipping away. Let's be real, Grow a Garden was never about flashy graphics or extreme competition. It was about that slow, satisfying feeling of watching your work come to life. You'd start small, maybe with one pet, a small plot, and a dream of unlocking those next upgrades. You'd see people showing off their farms, their giant crops, joking around in chat. It was that kind of place where everyone felt like they had a spot. But lately, that sense of belonging has faded. The updates feel rushed, the grind feels heavier, and the focus seems to have shifted. Instead of players feeling excited for new content, most people log in already expecting another paywall, another limited chest, another system that favors those who can spend. This isn't to hate on the devs or the community, far from it. I just want to talk about where things went wrong and maybe what could still be done to bring it back. Because if you've been playing this game for a while, you probably feel that emptiness too. Like something special is slowly fading away. It's not that the new updates are bad, they're actually creative. The seasonal events, the new pets, the visual polish, they're all amazing. But something about the design philosophy changed. Remember when the events used to be about farming and discovery? When the biggest flex wasn't a Robux item but that one rare plant you spent hours unlocking? Now, everything feels gated. I remember the very first time I played this game, I was completely amazed. It felt like this was the game I'd been looking for all along. It gave me peace, it gave me relaxation. I loved listening to the sound effects, I loved designing my garden, and honestly, I just fell in love with it. This game is actually the reason why this channel even exists. I started this channel because I got so hooked on it. I thought maybe I could share my knowledge with other players, especially those who don't have time to research events or strategies. They could just listen and learn while playing. This game is the reason I'm here, talking right in front of you right now. So thank you so much for almost 5,000 subscribers. I'm truly thankful for that. It's become too personal for me. I'm really sorry about this. Everywhere you turn, there's a lock. Chests that need premium keys, seeds hidden behind time limits, events that reset faster than you can finish them. Even the so-called free-to-play routes feel exhausting, like they're designed to push you into buying boosts just to keep up. And I get it, every game needs monetization to survive, but there's a difference between rewarding dedication and selling shortcuts. Grow a Garden used to respect your time. You could log in for 30 minutes, make visible progress, and feel good about it. Now, you can grind for hours and barely move forward. I remember how the community used to buzz during events. Everyone would help each other out, sharing strategies, giving tips to beginners. I remember those players when I first started playing this game. They helped me, invited me anytime, and taught me how to grow my garden. You'd see servers filled with people laughing, celebrating when they finally mutated a rare plant or unlocked a new one. But now, half the servers are quiet. Players just AFK in corners. Chat is filled with when is reset or how much Robux do I need for this, instead of actual conversations. All those strangers who became my friends through this game, they're gone now. They don't play anymore. I had so many friends before the prehistoric event, friends from different countries. We used to play together whenever we had time, chatting and messaging each other so we could all join the same server. But now, I'm the only one left still playing Grow a Garden. All of them have moved on to other games, 99 Nights, Stealer Brainrot, Plants vs Brainrots, and many others. But not this one anymore. The heart of the game, that sense of growth and collective progress, feels replaced by cooldowns and grind walls. The new systems might look great on paper, but they drain the soul out of the gameplay loop. You can see it in how people play, or rather, how they don't anymore. Even the pets, which used to feel like small companions that brought your garden to life, now just feel like collectibles tied to event rarity or payment tiers. It's all about stats and flexing. Somewhere along the line, Grow a Garden stopped being a garden. It became a market. Grow a Garden was mostly filled with younger players. A lot of kids loved this game, but when the prehistoric event came, the number of players slowly started to drop. Not a huge drop at first, but I could really feel it. After that event, the decline became clearer. Sure, every time there's admin activity or a new event, the player count spikes again, but that's when I started noticing a pattern. More and more players were leaving, and eventually, many just quit completely. Some people say it's because kids are busy with school, and yeah, that's true, but even when they have free time to play, it doesn't feel relaxing anymore. The events have become too heavy, too grindy, especially for students or working players. It's hard to get items now because they take so much grinding, or worse, they're locked behind a paywall. And I understand, real money keeps a game running, but take this example. In the Reaper NPC, there are 25 different crops you need to submit. Let's say you're missing one that requires a specific mutation. As a free-to-play player without Robux, that's tough. There's an alternative, the Hex Serpent, since it can produce Halloween mutations during its ritual. But if you don't have that pet, you'll need an enormous amount of time and effort to grind those crops. And if you want something like the Severed Spine, it's a limited item. Once the stock runs out, you have to wait again for it to spawn before you can even try to get it. Completing the ritual is difficult unless you have tons of free time or Robux. Because with Robux, you can basically get anything. I can see now why Grow a Garden is slowly losing players with every update. It's not balanced anymore, it's become too grindy. If you only have a couple of hours of free time, you'll just end up frustrated because you barely make any progress. I don't know if the devs made it this way to make players stay longer and boost the play count, or if it's just to earn more revenue. Either way, it's disheartening, and honestly, it's driving more players away instead. And that's what really hurts, because Grow a Garden wasn't just a game to most of us. It was a digital escape, something calm in the middle of Roblox's chaos. You didn't play it for competition, you played it to unwind fast-paced. But the problem isn't just Robux or grind, it's direction. The update started focusing more on keeping players busy than keeping them happy. That older, slower pace that made the game relaxing was replaced with constant urgency. Timers, limited drops, event currencies that vanish overnight. It's like the devs stopped asking, "Is this fun?" and started asking, "Will this make people stay longer?" And ironically, that's what's making players leave faster. No one wants to feel forced into engagement. People just want to feel rewarded for showing up, not punished for missing a reset. You can tell the passion's still there from the visual work. The detail in new plants, pets, and worlds is still amazing. But passion without direction leads to burnout, both for developers and players. And right now, the community feels like it's at that breaking point. What's worse is watching old players disappear. People who used to host garden showcases, record progress videos, fill the chat with energy, they're gone. Some left quietly, others said goodbye in frustration, and the silence they left behind says everything. The saddest part? You can feel the emptiness when you walk through your garden and realize it feels different now. When the people you used to play with aren't online anymore. When your farm that once felt alive now just feels like it's running on memory. Grow a Garden didn't die overnight. It's been slowly fading, not because people stopped loving it, but because it stopped loving them back. If you're still here watching this, maybe you're like me, holding on to that little bit of hope that Grow a Garden can still turn itself around. So yeah, hit subscribe if you still believe this game can be saved, because honestly, I think it can. It's not too late. The foundation that made Grow a Garden special still exists. The mechanics, the world, the feeling. They just need a mindset reset. Bring back what made it work. Imagine if future updates focused less on locking content and more on earning it. If events became community-driven again, not a race, but a shared experience. If rare items were symbols of dedication, not receipts. If the game rewarded patience and creativity the way it used to. Players don't expect everything to be free, they just want to feel like their time matters. That when they plant a seed, grind through a quest, or finally unlock something rare, it means something again. The game doesn't need massive overhauls or endless new systems, it just needs to remember its roots. The charm of Ghoul Garden was never about how many updates it had, it was about the emotion behind them. It was about progress that felt earned, fair, and meaningful. I know the devs care, you can see it through how much effort they put into design and world building, but caring means listening too. Listening to the players who've been here since the start, who've seen the game grow from small patches to massive updates. And if any of them are watching this right now, we're not angry, we're just tired. Tired of seeing potential buried under monetization, tired of watching a great game turn into a chore, tired of waiting for that spark to come back. Because when Grow Garden was at its best, it wasn't about pay to win or speedrunning, it was about connection, between players, between effort and reward, between time and satisfaction. It was about walking into your garden and actually feeling proud of what you built. And maybe that's still possible. Maybe this is just a rough phase before something beautiful grows again. Because even after everything, the grind, the burnout, the silence, I still log in sometimes. I still water my plants. I still check if anyone's online. And deep down, I still hope that one day, when that menu music plays, it'll feel the same way it used to. Because once upon a time, Grow Garden wasn't just a Roblox game, it was a home. Thank you for watching all the way through. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.